Hey prehoppers, welcome back to the channel. Dr. Lauren Linus, Dr. Craig Lindell, and today let's talk about cervicogenic headaches. So, cervicogenic headaches, they differ a little bit from migraines in regards to the fact that they really originate from a lot of muscular tension in the neck, poor posture, and a lot of times we'll see kind of that ram's horn distribution where you'll get symptoms kind of going up behind the ear, kind of to the temples and the eyeball. So today, Craig and I want to take you through some of our favorite exercises to help to address some of those symptoms and hopefully get rid of those headaches once and for all. So we're going to start with Craig laying on his back. He's going to grab 2 lacrosse balls, and at home, if you guys have lacrosse balls, slide them into like an old sock that's pretty long. You can also use a pillowcase, something that's going to kind of hold them together. And then Craig's going to put them right at the base of his skull. So if you guys can feel right where that skull comes and meets some of those muscles, a lot of times it's pretty tender on people. He's going to put it there, and then from here, he's going to work on tucking his chin. So he's tucking down and coming back up. We're doing a soft tissue release of some of these suboccipital muscles that sit high up in the base of the skull. They get really tight with that forward head posture, okay? So he's working on tucking his chin forward and back. He's rotating side to side, and you're working through what feels comfortable. I typically recommend you trying this about 2 to 3 times a day. Okay, if you find a position that feels really good, you can tuck and hold it, get a little bit more of a release, and then come out of it. We also want to add in here too that if you're getting these headaches and they're causing you to have any dizziness, loss of vision, nausea, this could be a more serious medical condition, and you should definitely try to talk to your primary care physician before moving forward. How's that feeling, Craig?
I don't want to get up.
Nice and relaxing? Yeah. Too bad, I'm gonna make you get up, sorry. Okay, so from here, I'm gonna have Craig turn and lay on his stomach. So we also want to work on elongating those muscles in the back of his neck while also working on his posture and opening up some of these muscles in his mid-back as well. So Craig's going to work on that nice chin tuck position, and then he's going to push up onto his elbows, thinking about keeping this nice and long. We want to open the neck here. He's pausing for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then he's gently going to come back down. So we really want to work on training that neck to fall out of this kind of forward head position and get into a better position, which is actually better ergonomics for work, for driving, all of that stuff. And you're going to shoot for about 10 to 15 of these. Good. Keep that chin tucked, Greg. There you go. Good. What are you feeling there?
Great stretch back
Yeah,
here.
you should really feel everything kind of opening up and elongating here. And it'll be intense, so work through something that feels comfortable. Don't over push yourself with this one.
And I'm really focused on pushing through these forearms and just thinking how long can I make my neck? I like envision a giraffe.
So that's good. We'll call this the giraffe exercise. Yeah. So almost think about if you guys had a string pulling your neck, right? We want to open up that posterior chain. Good. Okay. From here, Craig's going to lay on his side. So we also want to work on opening up the front of the chest as well. Okay, again, a lot of times when we're sitting at work, we develop that forward posture, things get tight, that head falls forward, and that can make all these muscles back here tight. At home, you're gonna wanna use a pillow to support your head, or your hands, you can kind of tuck in your hands there, but we just wanna make sure your head is nice and neutral. We don't want it sinking down, coming too far forward, too far back. Yeah, that's, everything Craig is doing is wrong. Don't do what Craig do. Do as we say, not as Craig does. Okay, from here, Craig's gonna open up his chest. He's gonna turn and rotate, keeping his knees stacked together. Good, and you'll feel a big stretch down through the hand, and then he's gonna rotate back. I typically recommend about 15 to 20 of these 2 times a day, because we really wanna work on opening up that chest. And again, Craig is doing a good job supporting his head. He can also here too, instead of just bringing his hand straight back, he can come up to the side like towards me, just to get some different pec fibers. Yeah. And so you can work through 3 different positions there to open up the chest. Good, so about 15 to 20 on each side. Feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another great pec stretch
Yes.
in this position.
Really, really important. Okay, from here, let's dive into some strengthening exercises that are good to work on for posture stability and that good positioning, scapular positioning. Okay, Craig's gonna have a band in his hands. He's gonna put it behind his head. And same thing, we're in that all four position, core is tight. He's gonna push up against that band, working on that chin tuck. Good, and thinking about too, rounding out the shoulders. Really important here, we wanna get some of those scapular stabilizers working and then sinking down. Good, and he's really thinking about he's being a giraffe, so he's elongating that cervical spine here too, thinking about that string, pulling his head that way. We're gonna have to like superimpose a giraffe picture on this part of the video.
It's a great thing to think about though.
It is.
It really helps. And then, as you can see, I'm being mindful of where do I want my hands, because we want the band to pull us into this bad posture.
Yeah.
So we're trying to
fight it.
reverse that, and the band can really help with providing that feedback, trying to achieve the giraffe position.
Achieve giraffe. Good. Yep. So shooting for about 15, 20 of these. Really being mindful too of not shrugging shoulders up to ears. We see that all the time. Keep those shoulders back and think about rounding them up and down along that rib cage. Cool. Okay, let's dive into a few more strengthening exercises. So from here, we're gonna work again on some of that rotational stuff. Good. Okay. So Craig from this position is going to pull back, rotating through, but something important to notice is keeping his gaze forward, right? So we're working on kind of isolating that mid-back mobility as compared to getting that neck involved as well. So really we want to work on opening here. He's pulling with that shoulder blade. He's keeping those shoulders, top of the shoulders relaxed, making those scapular stabilizers do their job.
And same rules apply. It's string is pulling my head towards the ceiling, but I'm also being mindful of that chin tuck.
Yep.
So maintaining that as you perform the exercise.
And that will be, you will find that is the hardest part of this, is not letting that chin start to fall forward, because all day long we're on computers, we're on our phones, we're driving, okay? So just working on retraining that postural stability. This is a great way to really work on developing that new chin tuck position. Good. Okay, last one here, you guys. Hang with us. Craig's gonna grab the band. Palms up, he's gonna pull out. He's gonna think about squeezing between the shoulder blades. Big thing here too, we really wanna touch on Craig's neck position here. He's got that great chin tuck. He's thinking about being the giraffe, standing nice and tall, pulling between the shoulder blades and relaxing the top of the shoulders. Okay, shooting for about 20 to 30 of this one. This is a really good one to work on building up the endurance of some of those postural muscles that we need when we have a long day of maybe sitting or meetings, or we're gonna be stuck in traffic. Okay, this is a great way to work on stabilizing those muscles.
Reversing this position. It's okay to spend time in this position, but until it becomes a problem, then we need to completely reverse it. So with this bands, instead of being here, we're rotating out. And then instead of being here, we're gonna reverse this, get the neck long, get ourselves tall, we're working against gravity. And then instead of our shoulder blades being here, we're pulling everything back.
Yeah, and if you guys have further questions about posture, check out our really awesome posture program. It'll answer all those questions plus more, and give you the tips and tricks you need to have a successful work day and a successful work ergonomic environment. Cool.
Stress-free, headache-free.
Feeling like a giraffe now?
That's right.
Okay, you guys go ahead, subscribe, like, comment. Please try these if you are dealing with cervicogenic headache type symptoms. Let us know what you think. We would love to know if it helped to alleviate some of your symptoms. Otherwise, we plan on seeing you guys next week. Thanks for joining in.